Hello and welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda and today we're here with playing with a traditional block. And this one is called a square and a square. Now, but first before we get started all the sewing, I want to talk to you about Sherry at Quilting Compound. Go check out her YouTube channel. Her channel link is going to be in the show notes below. And if you like what you see over there, tell her that Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you over. And we also have a Facebook. Now, when we're filming this, I'm not sure if we're voting on a virtual sew day on Zoom or if we've decided for which day is going to happen. But if we've decided which day, the Zoom link is going to be in the show notes below, as well as the Facebook group. Now, so come on in. This is just such a quick, fast, little cutie. It's lovely. Come on, we got some sewing to do. Okay, square and a square is such a simple, cute little block. It is just, you know, you line it up and it's perfect to come out of your scraps. Now, this piece did come out of my scraps. The rest came out of my crumbs. Because my crumbs I keep like hand size. So this is going to come together really, really quickly. We start first with this, well, we start sewing our smallest units together first, right? So that would be the one side and the other side. And then we lay them back down. So we have them in the right spot. I'll get my little crumb block off. Here we go. There. Now I am just going to press open this seam because it's going to lie nice and flat for me then. And there's all sorts of arguments about press open, press close, whatever. It's fine. Okay, now I'm going to take the top and I'm going to sew that together. And, okay. And again, press open. I'm just going to lay them all back down where I pulled them up from. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start sewing these together too. Because right away, you start to see you're going to be out of, you know, out of places to stitch here real quick. Okay, so this goes to the top. Oh, here we go. You can see that. This goes to the top. Now this goes to the bottom. Okay, here we go. And now you sew on, oops, the other side. Now I'm going to move this so it goes in. So this gets pushed in. Because that's where it wants to go, right? Because there's a seam there right in the middle and it wants to go that way. So sometimes you're better off not fighting, especially when you're doing a scrappy little block. These are, you know, sometimes it's just easier. Let it happen the way it wants to do it. So now press that open just like so. There we go. And now I'm going to throw a leader ender in just to get that the whole block is just ready to go now in rows. So just let me throw a leader ender in to get the center off the sewing machine. I love the fact that I'm doing leader enders. I do charity quilts, so I'm just going to give this a quick little press just like that. Now you make sure all the pieces are lined back up, right? So now you can see that this is going to fit because the only rows you've got now left to do are these, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to just take and line up this really nice and line up the other edge really nice. Okay. Oh, I was going to tell you, my husband and I were chatting and Quilting Gills are having a hard time. So we have decided that I'm going to try and do some public speaking at these guilds, but I'm not charging. So if your guild is, you know, looking for speakers still, tell them that I'm available, or I will try and make myself available for public speaking. And you just press this just like this, and my fee is nothing. So, I mean, it's up to you. Then you can have, there's on Facebook or Instagram or on Conquering Mount Scrapmore, on the YouTube channel, and when you go to the About, there is a website, or not a website, email address. So now, this is the last part of this block. Yeah, so you can have these people, your community people, call. And that, I mean, I do charity quilts or community service quilts. And that, unless I have a request from a family member, oh, please make me a quilt because, or a friend, you know, close friend or whatever, I'm now doing just pretty much all charity quilt. Now there's a seam that's going this way. This seam here is pointing this way. You want to make sure you don't flip it. So, because it seems lately every seam, every block I sew together has to have its required, you know, flip seam, just because it can. And get another leader ender through, little crumb block here that is going through, little yellow and green going with that. And now we get to our cute little Tada moment. And this is our square within a square. This block is just, it comes together so quick, and so it's such a happy, scrappy little block. And it's one that was used quite a bit to use up little bits and bobs of stuff. Now this is going to finish at 6.5 inches square. And one of the things that I just love blocks like this. Remember, go talk to your guild, your quilt guild, if you're a guild member, and go talk to the programs person and tell them that I, you know, talk for free. All the guilds right now, because of the pandemic, they suffered through, you know, the pandemic with Zoom meetings and all the rest of the stuff, and they lost members, right? So their memberships have dropped, and sometimes those program people have such a limited budget to work with. You know, they're kind of like, they're struggling trying to make it to the end of the year, or they need help at the beginning of their fiscal year. So yeah, if you're a guild member, let them know. And you can reach me through when you go to the YouTube channel, go to the About tab, and there is an email address for your community server or your program person in your guild to click on it, and we'll help them out with whatever we can. And we also want you to, you know, think about talking to your friends about, you know, like, if they want it in, or if you haven't chatted with them about me and, you know, and all this stuff, let them know, because we're hoping to get our subscribers up. The other thing is, don't forget to go into the Facebook group. If you're not anti-Facebook, go in there and check out the rooms. On their last Zoom sew date that we did, when we're filming this is like what, February 22nd or what? It was just after the last virtual. No, it's January 22nd. It's just after the last virtual sew date that we had on Zoom. There was a lot of ladies that didn't know how to access the room. So we went through that with them and showed them how to do that. And that I think made it a little easier for them to go into the Facebook group and then go into the rooms. But if you're anti-Facebook, we do offer one virtual sew date a month on Zoom. Right, and that you just go into the show notes of the video, and it'll show you when we're planning or whether we're taking a poll as to what day. The only thing, if you're anti-Facebook, you don't get to vote on the day, so that's part of the problem. But anyways, I hope you have an absolutely lovely week ahead, and it's full of creative ideas, and everything goes great for you. Okay, take care until then. Okay, next time. Bye. My husband and I would love to thank you for coming along with us on our quilting journey and the YouTube adventure that we're on. We have some wonderful plans for 2023, and it includes a lot more, like with the Facebook group and the rooms feature and sewing and hanging out with people. Those monthly Zoom sew dates are still in the works. We have a lot of fun ideas coming up for 2023, and we hope you share, like, and subscribe with your friends. That little notification button and subscribing to us really helps us out. Commenting helps us out too. So if you like what you're seeing, let us know. Even send us a heart on the comment. That helps so much for us. Okay, you have an absolutely fabulous 2023, and all of our best wishes for you in the future. Okay, take care. Bye.